If you want to know how I converted my team into a superpower, this is a video for you. Hi everyone, my name is Deepak. Welcome to my channel. Here I help leaders build great culture in the team. Now if we talk about what is a team is basically something which is designed to fulfill a particular objective or goal through a set of processes. The mistake that most people do is they do not get out of their team and see it how the team is functioning. If you are part of a team, then try to get out of your team like a third person and view it from outside and see how that team is functioning. And that high level perspective is going to give you a completely different view that you cannot have or you are not able to have when you are inside the team. A lot of time what we do, or a lot of time the leaders, what they do is when they're leading a team, they try to solve every problem themselves. Every problem that they face, they learn from it. They fix it. But the team does not have that learning. It is only with one person, and that is the leader. And this is the biggest mistake that you can do for you and for your team. So the important aspect, if you want to give a superpower for your team, is that make the team learn from the mistakes so that next time when that mistake comes, the team can solve it themselves. So that's why convert your team into a machine so that that machine knows how to function, and if there is any fault, it knows how to diagnose the problem and fix it. Let me give you an example. All of us, when we ride a car, whenever there is a problem that comes into the car, we instantly get to know about it. You are riding, you hear a noise, you know something is problem. The brakes are a little bit loose, you know where is the problem. If it is not that efficient, you'll get to know in 2 days. That means this machine, which we're calling it as a car, you are able to judge when there is some problem is coming up. And that is happening because a car has a certain behavior or a metric that it is expected to achieve. It is able to ride you smoothly from one place to the other in a very comfortable position. And whenever it deviates from that particular expectation, you can instantly judge there is a problem. What we do, we then take it to a mechanic. The mechanic diagnoses the problem and then figure out the root cause of it. Is the root cause the part? Is the root cause your rash driving? Or is the root cause you're driving it on a way which creates the problem with the car? Whenever you face a problem and you figure out a solution for it, you have to then also pass on that learning to your team. For example, I made a mistake, I read a couple of books and I learned from it and then applied the learning from it, which solved the problem. But I never enabled my team to do the same thing. So what I do now, if the book can really give me a lot of insights, I want to make sure my team constantly keep learning from the books. So I create a system within it, like a machine, so that the team members constantly keep learning from it. For example, I created a book club, a weekly book club, where people come together and learn from somebody who has read a book. Created systems so that books can be given as gifts to people. You celebrate the learning from the books. Now, when you create those kind of system within your team, automatically the people who are not reading the books, they start getting attracted towards it. And over the period of time, when these new guys that are there in the team, when they will reach to a leadership position, they would know most of the things that actually you were not aware when you reach to a leadership position. And that means less mistakes in the team. That means the team itself had a learning capability. And as the new people are coming up, it is not allowing the team to make the same mistakes that you did. And that's what you want from the team. That means the machine that can learn on its own. Another example that happens a lot is we have different individuals in a team. Now what happens, these individuals are not connected with each other. Their goals are not connected with each other. How it creates a problem is that one person, if it does a mistake, other people will not get affected by it. That means he will continue to do the mistake and you will never get to know because it does not directly impact the final output of the machine. Now imagine again this like a car. If there is one particular part which is not directly connected with the efficiency of the car or not connected with the performance of the car, it will, even if it's rusting, you will not get to know about it. Do you want to have a car where there is a part where it's rusting and you never get to know, and one day it actually brings the whole car down when you need it the most? So that's why in a team, you have to make sure that every team member is somehow connected with the car. Imagine it like a gears, so that one is moving, all the other moves. So one stops functioning, all the other somehow gets to know it, and the problem is easy to diagnose, quickly to fix. And that's what you have to do. This means if you are right now listening this and learning that you have to design the team in such a way, let's call it a system thinking. That means you have to build systems within the team so that it can do the same work that you do. It can think in the same way like you do. Then you also need people who can continue to do this as the team grows. Even if you are not there, the team still continues to function in the same way like you would have done if you were there. This means you would need managers who need to have a skill, which we call it as system thinking. So what we are doing right now, you have to enable your team member also to think in the same way. This means create a machine. This means create a system that can keep teaching this particular skill to every team member. Now the interesting part. In a car, we have a dashboard, Tesla, bigger dashboard. You can see everything that is happening in the car, how fast you are going, how much fuel is there. So you can see the metrics, everything that is happening in the car. That gives you more control, that lets you drive the car and take it to where you want to reach. You can judge if it's going to reach there or not. Now imagine a rocket. In a rocket, the panel is not like this. There is a metric for every small part that is there on the rocket. Every sensor, its performance, its health, how good it is there. You can judge it. You can see it on the panels. This means if you want to convert your team into a rocket which can actually go to the moon, you need to have such a kind of system there which can control every small part and everything connected to each other, so that even you are remote, you still are able to reach the goal, and every team member is able to reach the goal, even though the goal is like a moon, very far, very big, which a lot of people will give up. But you will be able to achieve it. That is the power of actually visualizing your team like a machine. Thank you very much. If you found this relevant, like, subscribe. There are more things that I talk about, how to build great culture in your team. Let's build great culture together.